I hope all of you are having a happy and safe Thanksgiving weekend. As I drown in a sea of football, stuffing, wine, and tryptophan, I began to think about all of the things I'm thankful for during this weird, fun 2018 Houston Texans football season, which in the tapestry of my life is about the most important thing behind my loved ones and my health. So let's rapid fire these, and see if you Texan fans out there agree with me. Point 10. Frank Reich. Thank you, Coach Reich, for unnecessarily tossing the 0-3 Texans the life raft that saved their season in Week 4, when you went for it on 4th and 4 in your own territory and failed, all in the name of hating games that end in ties. The Texans would kick a field goal 3 plays later that began their 7-game winning streak. Meanwhile, if you had merely tied that game, your team would lead for the second wild-card spot in the AFC. 9. Jason Garrett. Thank you, Coach Garrett, for being the anti-Reich and having your nuts shrivel up at the best possible time for the Texans, facing 4th and 1 in overtime on the Texans side of the field, with an offensive line that has been constructed solely for times like trying to get 4th and 1 in overtime on the opposing side of midfield. A few minutes later, like against the Colts the week before, one DeAndre Hopkins slandered in one swing of the leg from Ka'imi Fairburn, and the Texans' win streak was at 2. 8. Nathan Peterman. Thank you, Nathan Peterman, for the room service pick 6 to Jonathan Joseph that bailed the Texans out of a third straight overtime game, and allowed them to overcome their sloppiest performance of the season in about 6 seconds of game time. That extended their winning streak to 3 games. Sorry that you got fired a few weeks, and a few more picks, later. 7. Vance Joseph. Thank you, Vance Joseph, for showing some Garrett-in tendencies, and getting all conservative when you thought your team was in field goal range, down by 2 in the waning moments of the Week 9 game. 51 yards for a field goal, as you found out, is no gimme. Brandon McManus missed, and the Texans' winning streak extended to 6 games. 6. Brian Gain. Thank you, Brian Gain, for somehow cobbling together a super productive group of rookies without a first or second round draft pick, completing overhauling special teams by making waiver pickups of guys who are, good at running down on special teams, and not overspending on Nate Solder just because people wanted a left tackle. Hopefully, I am thanking you again this time next year. If so, things are going really well. 5. Justin Reed. Thank you, Justin Reed, the crown jewel of that underrated rookie class. Tyrann Mathieu was signed because of the game-changing plays he's made, and continues to make, but you have been the supreme playmaker in that secondary this season, and your pick 6 against the Redskins may go down as the most important play of the season. Look at your numbers, kid. He also produced a pick 6 to add an exclamation point to his sensational rookie year, where he's been a force versus the run. Taken with the 68th pick, steal is looking like an understatement. Pick.twitter.com/KP3Upkeep5B2, PFF Texans, @PFF_Texans, November 19, 2018. Honestly, if you're not the most serious playmaker in the Texans secondary, then it's got to be. 4. Kareem Jackson. Thank you, Kareem Jackson, for finding some sort of weird fountain of youth and finding your peak as an NFL player after the age of 30. Your tone-setting plays as a tackler, and turnovers caused as a guy always around the ball have been found money for a defense full of star power. Here's hoping you make your first Pro Bowl. 3. Luxury buses. Thank you, luxury bus drivers, particularly the one that safely delivered Deshaun Watson to Jacksonville for the Week 7 matchup against the Jaguars. Flying with a bruised lung is no joke, and thankfully the Texans apparently were able to round up a spare luxury bus, complete with big screens for film study and sleeping quarters. By the way, no coincidence that a bruised lung triggered the following numbers: Deshaun Watson's number of QB hits sustained in weeks 1 through 6. Total quarterback hits allowed through Week 6, number 17 CAR, det 18 CHI, 19 LAR, 20 NYJ, 21 CIN, 23 PIT, 24 LAC, 25 MI of 10, was 28 BAL, nay, 29 terabytes, 34 AK, 35 JAX, C, 36 ARI, KC, 37 DAL, GB, 38 BUF, 39 IND, NYG, 40 DEN, SF, 42 MIN, 43 PHI, 48 ATL, CLE, 49 HOU, 70, Johnny Kinsley, at Brick Wall Blitz, October 17, 2018. Deshaun Watson's number of QB hits sustained in Week 7 through 11. Quarterback hits allowed in the last 5 weeks. Week 7 11, INT 3 CLE, 8 NO, 9 HOU, 10 CHI, NA, SF 13 CIN, MIN, 14 PIT, 15 TEN, 16 ATL, BAL, JAX, LAC, NYJ, 17 DEN, 18 BUF, DAL, NYG, 19 CAR, FI, 20 ARI, MIA, 22 LAR, was 24 gigabytes, KC, C, 250 AK, 270 ET, TB, 31, Johnny Kinsley, at Brick Wall Blitz, in November 20, 2018 2. Dr. Walter Lowe, and other medical staff. Thank you Dr. Lowe, and Dr. Muntz, and Jeff Kaplan, and any other Texans medical staffer, for reconstructing this decimated team, from the depths of their injury-riddled 2017 season to being one of the healthiest teams in football this season. Particularly, we thank you, and pay for continued health for J.J. Watt's magic legs and Deshaun Watson's rejuvenated right knee. 1. Romeo Cornell. Thank you, Romeo Cornell, for being the grandfatherly figure from whom we love to play audio cuts on my show every Thursday. Your soothing tones mirror the productivity and calm playmaking ability of your defense, which is the linchpin of this team, and the third-ranked defense in DVOA in all of football. Listen to Sean Pendergast on Sports Radio 610 from 2 to 6 p.m. weekdays. Also, follow him on Twitter at http://twitter.com/Sean Pendergast, and like him on Facebook at https://www.facebook.com/Sean Pendergast.